Okay, I am going to zoom you guys in when I start the eye look, but for the first look, I want to do something kind of deep and vampy. This red shimmer is calling to me. I've been kind of on the hunt for a really nice red shimmer, and so I'm interested in using that. And then this like blood red shade and this black. So this is definitely more like, I think it's going to be way more intense than what I maybe normally would do, but I'm excited to try it. And no, I have not tried these looks before. When I film these videos, I generally have not done that. So I'm going to zoom you in and we will get started. Okay, hopefully that is close enough. So first off, I'm going to go in here to Devil's Book. I'm trying to decide if I need to lay down a powder. I think I will, just to be extra sure that this is going to blend okay. So I'm just laying down like a loose setting powder here and a pretty thin layer at that. So I'm going to be putting this all over my crease and also onto my lid. And depending on which brush I'm using, it's going to have either a more or less saturated color payout. And I think to save time, I'm going to do look number 1 on this eye, look number 2 on this eye, and then I'll come back and do look number 3 on both eyes, just because otherwise I feel like I'm wasting product, because I end up having to do my foundation 3 times, and I would rather not. And now I'm just buffing things out, taking it out here a bit, creating this sort of elongated look. All right, let's go into the black. This is the shade Witch City. I'm just gonna place this as close to the upper lash line as I can, creating kind of a chunky liner. Not trying to go too crazy with it. And I'm like pulling that out just a little. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the corner here just a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and use some glitter primer. I've mentioned in previous videos that I just use this for all of my looks. All of my shimmers, I'm using glitter primer first. You can hear my eyeball rattling around. I don't know if that's picking up on camera. That is disturbing. Okay, let's go into the Crucible, this sparkly red. I don't know what it is about these red shades lately that I'm really drawn to, but I am very much so. Okay, I feel a little bit ridiculous not like matching the other eye because this is such an intense situation happening, but bear with me. Look number 2 is going to be on this eye. I'm going to start off by using the shade Dark Demons. This shade is out of my comfort zone. I think that's what I like to do with these videos, is I like to just force myself out of my comfort zone and try some of the shades that I would maybe not be super like drawn to on a consistent basis. This is one of those examples. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll use Dark Demons. So I'm going to concentrate on just kind of from like here in with this shade. So I'm not taking it all the way out, just the inner half or so. And then I'm going to take Seven Gables, the shade here, and concentrate this. This is actually a really beautiful shade. It looks, I mean, it's super grungy. And I think it's really pretty. I think it'd be great as like a one and done matte shade, or just like the base of a matte look, if that makes sense. Like this paired with the black, I think could be really cool. And then I'm going to take Gallows Hill, this purple shimmer. It's very, very pretty. It's got kind of a pinky sort of base to it. Or I don't know, maybe it's a light purple base and pink reflections. But it is gorgeous. Okay, once again, I'm going to go into Witch City and just buff this along my lower lash line. Why do I keep saying lower lash line? It's an upper lash line. I look crazy. I look like a psycho. Okay, here are the finished looks. I look absolutely insane. Let's just cover one side of my face. So here is look number 1. For the lower lash line, I got the black shadow as like, I can't continue to film like that. For the lower lash line, I went in with a black shadow, and then I buffed things out with the Devil's Book, this matte. And when I say a black shadow, I mean this black shadow. And then I also, it was feeling like really heavy on the lid, as not feeling, but it was looking really heavy on the lid. So I took Old Burying Point? Couldn't read it. Old Burying Point, this shade here. I took that and used it as an inner corner highlight, and then kind of took it along the inner portion of my lid. So I do feel like this look has a place in Halloween time. Like this just feels very, I don't know, man. Like I said, I've been craving that like vampy sort of sultry look, and this ticks those boxes. I don't have to continue searching for a red shimmer. I've got what I need in order to like get the look that I'm looking for. Okay, so then this is look number 2. I feel like this turned out actually fairly pretty. When I was doing it, it was very much a trust the process situation. I was like, this looks insane. But I added a little bit of this green shimmer, the Salem Willows here. I added that as an inner corner highlight and smudged along my like lower lash line a little bit. And then I also took Seven Gables, the shade I used up top, along my waterline, and then I smudged that out a little bit with Salem Commons. Salem Commons is this purple shade here. Seriously, I think that's really pretty. I feel like it's just such a nice, like, spooky Halloween color story. I feel like the Bride of Frankenstein. I just said that without really knowing what she looked like, but man, I can't stop looking at myself. I feel gorgeous. Okay, base products. I've got my Milk Makeup Skin Tint. The lippy that I am using, that was the part where it's like, what is going to look okay with both of these? And it's this. This is the shade Passion by Milani. It's their Color Fetish. These are Color Fetish matte lipsticks. Here it is. It's tornado sirens are going off. It is Wednesday. It is the test day. So if you hear that, don't worry. Anyway, this is such, it's like the fall lip color, in my opinion. Okay. Blush, I've just got on my Singe Beauty blush. I don't know. There's so many other options that I could have gone with, but this is what I chose, and I think it's fine. It's just, it's pretty. Again, I never know what color mine is in. Oh, Riveting Rhubarb is the shade. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this all off and then come back and show you guys look number 3. We'll figure it out together. Okay, I am fresh faced. Let's go ahead and do look number 3. For this look, I want to keep it maybe a little bit more simple. Nothing too crazy here. I have to pick up my youngest from preschool, and you know, I don't know. just keep it simple. Do I want to use this shade? Look at how pretty that is. Yo, like, can we just appreciate this for what this is? I didn't even have to load up my finger. Like this is just like a simple swatch of the shade Howling Halloween. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Okay, so I think in order to keep things a little bit simple, I'm going to, I can't read this. Spirits and Spells. It's hard to read the writing on certain parts of the packaging, but I'm gonna take the shade here, Spirits and Spells. It's a really nice gray. And I am a little shocked that I just said nice gray because I don't normally like grays. but this one's really pretty. And I feel like this shade, this Halloween shade, has some gray tone to it. Like I feel, or it, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I feel like it will complement a gray base. And this is like a, I don't know, man. It's not just gray. It almost feels kind of like there's some berry or purple in it. Colors are hard to describe. So just bear with me. I really like when I film videos like this because I'm able to kind of show how versatile a palette is. We can go like look number 1 where we're super vampy and sultry, and then look number 2 where it's just kind of like we're throwing color on the eye and hoping it looks okay. And it does, like it looks good. So anyway. All right, so that is the base shade laid down. I'm gonna go in with this. It's Hocus Pocus. It's a plummy matte. I think it'll be really pretty. I'm gonna take this on the outer V and blow it up into my crease. Anybody else have the urge to go get like fancy fall coffee drinks as soon as the weather gets cold? Okay, and then I've taken this, like, you know, whoop, swooped it out here a little bit. I almost said a whittle bit, and not like on purpose. I thought I just saw a cockroach in my house. It was a leaf. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Full disclosure, we did have some cockroaches. We had Oriental cockroaches. They're disgusting. Okay, they're all gross, but yeah. We live in an old house and we live in an old neighborhood, and they just like waltz in. They just come inside. And then if you're unlucky enough that one lays an egg case in your house, and you get little baby cockroaches, and then you have to deal with that. And that has been our summer, man. We're just like, what is going on? We have pest control, don't worry. They're coming out, they're killing them all. I hesitated to do that because I love spiders. Like, I love them. They're my buddies. They're my little 8-legged pets. So that has been kind of challenging for me, like mentally and emotionally. I am mourning the loss of my friends. But anyway, the roaches are dead, so that's good. But you know, we still get them occasionally. They come inside. But not since my husband filled the hole they were coming in through. Okay, so this is what I've got going on with the mattes, and now I've got some glitter glue down, and I'm going in with Halloween. Oh boy, that's gorgeous. Oh, that is such a pretty shade. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Okay, so that is what we're working with so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do my base, and then I will be back to show you guys the finished look. Yeah. Okay, so here's the finished look for look number 3. I went ahead and I took Hocus Pocus along my lower lash line, and then Burying Point as my inner corner highlight. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys out, and then I'm gonna share my thoughts on the palette. Okay, so for my thoughts, I have nothing negative to say about this. Nomad has been killing it with their formulas. They've always had good mattes. Their shimmers used to not be my favorite, and now they're so smooth and buttery and beautiful. And it just, I don't know, like, these are such good shades. I love the color story also. When I saw this color story, I immediately was like, yes, I am getting that. I love the purples and the grays and the vampy reds and the greens and the oranges. Like, I've used every shade except for these 3, even though, like, I know these 2 right here, perfect, easy look. And I haven't used Rope's Mansion or Witch Hunt here. but I have used everything else and it's phenomenal. It's so good. The quality is fantastic and I love the theming. So it's one of those holographic palettes. Is that right? Hologram? No, holographic. I can't remember what this is called. But you know, you hold it like this and it's just a nice house. And then we get our witches and it's great. I desperately want to go to Salem in October. I mentioned that in the new makeup releases when I was talking about this palette, and oh my gosh, I hope that my husband is okay with going because I have to go. So anyways, this is an excellent palette. If you're interested, I would absolutely recommend it. And the price point is fantastic. It's like $49, I want to say. And I just realized I bought one of their lipsticks and I forgot about it. So I don't even know where it is. I don't know what I did with it, but that is neither here nor there. This video is about the palette and I gave you 3 looks and hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Like I said, I really enjoy showcasing what a palette can do and how many like different types of looks you can get out of it. And I appreciate that. I think sometimes Nomad, especially, like they don't shy away from like fun color stories. And a lot of the times their color stories force me out of my comfort zone, but in a really good way. And, you know, like both the first look and the second look were out of my comfort zone, you know? And I ended up really, really liking both of them. So I can see myself wearing both of those looks this fall. And I'm super stoked that I have this. All right, you guys, I could prattle on for a while about how much this palette is absolutely incredible, but I won't. I think I'm gonna watch, I've got some time before I have to pick up my kiddo. What is that movie? Everyone's talking about it, like the Catfish movie or documentary. I think it's a documentary, but the high school catfish. I don't know. I need to look it up. Obviously, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but just so you know, that's what I'm going to go do right now. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.